My name is Augusta Williams. I am a 21-year breast cancer survivor. I discovered the lump in my breast because I perform breast self-examination every month. I didn't panic. The lump was there, so I went in for a mammogram. Now, the mammogram is our gold standard treatment for the early detection of cancer. However, it's not 100% accurate. So my mammogram turned out to be negative for breast cancer, but I felt the lump there, so I insisted on having a biopsy, because actually the biopsy is the only way you can tell if the lump is benign or malignant. So it turned out to be malignant. I had the biopsy. I was called back by the doctor for a second biopsy. Then 3 or 4 days after that, I got a call. The doctor said, "You have breast cancer." I was kind of disappointed with that approach, but I was mentally coping with the whole process of breast cancer. After the diagnosis of breast cancer, I wasn't wondering why me, or why did this happen to me. My whole concern was, what do I need to do to move forward? And at that time, the answer came very clearly to me. You need to educate yourself, empower yourself, and move forward. After the biopsy, I made a decision to have a bilateral mastectomy done. I went to Sloan Kettering in New York because I had gone there for previous cancer surgery with a bone cancer. I have a strong faith. I'm a very, very positive person, and I was all ready to go to have a mastectomy because I felt good about myself. Oh, you should have seen me. I had a special hairdo, had my nails manicured, I had satin pajamas, satin pillowcase, because I felt good about myself. I was waiting by my bed for the phone to ring to let me know there's a bed available for me at Sloan Kettering and to head up to New York. But instead I got the call, and the call said, "We cannot admit you today because you do not have insurance." I panicked at that point in time. As a matter of fact, that was the first time I had panicked actually during the whole process of being diagnosed with breast cancer. I didn't know what to do. I said, who could help me? I didn't have pink and black ambassadors to support me, and I didn't have a connection with a church or a group of friends. So I decided Nancy Reagan would help me, President Reagan's wife. So I called information for the White House, 1-202-456-1212. The phone rang. A young man answered the phone, and I asked, "May I speak with Nancy Reagan?" "The president's wife?" I said, "Yes, her name is Nancy. Is it not?" Then I was transferred. Now, I know God does things in mysterious ways. I don't believe that this young man was to transfer me, but he did. I was transferred, and the first person said, "Wait just a minute," because I was there very emotional, crying, and he said, "I'll transfer you to her private secretary." So I got the private secretary, told her my story, and she said, "Don't worry. You'll be in this hospital today. If we have to call Health and Human Services that regulate insurance, you will get there. Just call your doctor, tell them there's been a little delay." I said thank you, and I sat on my bed, and I continued to wonder what was going to happen to me. Within 10 minutes, I got a call from Sloan Kettering Hospital. "Augusta, this is Sloan Kettering Hospital, and we have a bed for you." That was 21 years ago. I didn't know how the insurance panned out, but I know I had the bilateral mastectomy, and everything turned out very good for me. I later decided to have reconstructive surgery. I was a double F breast. I don't know if you're familiar with that size. It's like Dolly Parton, which I was often referred to as the Black Miss Dolly Parton. I went to New York again looking for a doctor I had seen on television who had performed breast self-examination. I met this doctor, told him I saw him on television some years ago because I had saved the information, thinking I might use it for other ladies. But at that time, I did not know I would be using that information for myself. The doctor showed me all options in terms of how they could do the reconstructive surgery. I chose to have a TRAM, which is a transrectus abdominal muscle reconstruction. Well, then he said, well, what size do you want to be? I said, maybe a C. I definitely didn't want to be a double F like I was before. So I had the mastectomy, reconstructive surgery, and I'm very, very pleased with the decision I made, particularly that I can wear blazers now because they could fasten in the front. I don't have to pin my blouses. And I'm saying all this to say, ladies, know your body's number one. Examine your breast on a monthly basis and have a mammogram annually if you are in that age bracket. Learn as much as you can about your body and go with your gut feeling. Now, there's lots of information out about breast cancer. A lot of the information is free from the American Cancer Society, the Health Commission. All this information is free, and you'll be able to read and empower yourself with knowledge so that you can advocate for yourself. So I'm hoping that ladies now will start performing breast self-examinations, having the mammograms, because ladies are coming out of the closet now. There's so many support groups. I'd like to talk quickly about the Pink and Black Ambassador, which is a campaign that the mayor has set forth along with the Commission of Health to raise the awareness of breast cancer among African Americans and people of color in the Boston area. And the mayor wants to identify a face with a diagnosis. And it has been very, very successful because I've been approached by people who've seen the pictures on the bus and said, well, I'm going to talk to my mother and tell my mother to go get that test so she doesn't have to have a mastectomy or breast cancer. So it's extremely important, ladies, to pay attention to your body and to stay positive through all of this if you're confronted. And I'm just thrilled to be a part of the Pink and Black campaign because not only are we raising the awareness among African Americans and people of color regarding breast cancer, we're supporting each other, and that is just wonderful. So I am doing fine, and I am doing my very best to do whatever I can to reach out to women and men regarding breast cancer.